Calvetti, and you're watching Cook This, where we take our local favorite restaurants and ask them to come give us one of their signature dishes. Today we have Dimitri from Bill's Place, one of our favorite local hot dog stands here. Dimitri, welcome. But first, before we start cooking, I need to introduce to you our famous judging panel over here. Over here to my left, we have the infamous Mr. John Passarella.
Thank you.
And to his left, we have Mrs. Patty Farley.
Hi.
And to her left, we have Miss Rebecca Deeds. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
So today we're going to be cooking some coleslaw to start off with. So we're going to let Dimitri take over here. Dimitri.
How you doing, Pete? Thanks for having me. All right, so we're going to be making mayonnaise-based coleslaw.
Excellent.
All you need for this is green cabbage, red onion, carrots, sugar, white vinegar, a little salt, black pepper, and some oil. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the cabbage. Make sure when cutting the cabbage, try not to use that white part that's in the middle.
Yeah.
Gives it that bitter taste. So you can cut the cabbage two ways, either with a knife or the grater. I prefer the knife, so I'm going to start with the knife.
How long you guys been making this at your restaurant?
Long time. We do a lot of catering with it. We sell roasted chicken. You're familiar with
Yes,
it?
yeah.
And
Since I was 15.
it's like fried chicken, but it's better. So one of the sides we offer with that is the coleslaw.
Okay.
On any given week, we go through about 200 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, so
For catering?
Yeah, just for catering and for the restaurant. So the guy's pretty busy in the back.
Yeah, it's a lot of cabbage.
Yeah.
A lot of red onion, a lot of crying
Yeah.
for the cook.
So cut that, we'll put that in the bowl. Next thing, we'll cut the red onion.
You need a tissue?
No, I'm okay.
No, you're okay?
I'm
All right.
okay. A secret when you're cutting onions is if you don't breathe in through your nose, you won't cry. So you gotta breathe in through your mouth.
That's the secret.
That's a secret.
Yeah, there's a couple secrets. I think you're soaking in some ice water or something like that too. There's a lot of myths, I think, around onions.
Yeah. All right, so then we'll grate the carrot.
Do you use regular mayonnaise? Or any certain kind?
Actually, I like using Hellmann's mayonnaise.
Hellmann's?
Yeah. All right, that looks good.
Very colorful.
Yeah. So here we'll add a little sugar, little vinegar, little pepper, little salt, little oil, and mayonnaise. Depending on how creamy you want it, you add more mayonnaise.
So like a low-fat version to this?
If you want to
Could you
make it low
that
fat,
way?
you could use a low fat mayonnaise. And after you make it, it's best to let it sit in the refrigerator. So
So you can pre-make it?
So you can pre-make it, let it sit in the refrigerator. It holds a couple days in the fridge.
Okay. So you could probably make this the day before a party. Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Let everything
Yeah,
marinate
yeah,
together.
Exactly.
So how long have you been making this? Did you learn this like when you were 10 or?
Yeah, when I was younger, but
Yeah. Like you were at this high on the
Sounds
table
lovely.
whipping up mayonnaise for dad?
sure. Now we have a machine where it's just simple. You just put the whole cabbage in there and it
Nice.
shreds it for you.
Technology's great.
But back in the day, we didn't have a machine, so we just take the cabbage, put it in a bucket, and cut it up with a knife. So it took the guy twice as long.
But he had forearms this big though.
Yeah.
actually, cutting everything.
What do you think? More mayonnaise or it looks good?
No,
No more mayonnaise.
Panel says no.
Okay.
Are you speaking for the panel?
I am,
All
yeah.
right, she's our rep.
Thinking of heart healthy here.
This is like cash cab.
So you could probably throw any
one-person speech.
extra other
love
ingredients
that.
in
I
there,
love
other
cash cab.
vegetables or whatever.
Whatever you want. You know, if you want to add shrimp in there, you could put some shrimp in
That'd be
there.
a good idea, yeah.
So we'll plate this up and give it to the panel, see what they have to say.
Okay.
You guys ready to eat?
Sure.
Yeah, if you look at all the napkins on their laps. What a polite panel.
That means we'll need an additional napkin for the mess.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, I always like.
I'll add some parsley to give it some flair, trying to impress the panel.
Oh, very, very pretty. Little garnish.
A little garnish.
impressing us.
Pass over, please.
Oh, for sure. Could I impose upon you for an additional napkin?
Of course.
We're thinking,
Oh,
just in case. Ladies, do you?
So while they're sampling, have you gone to culinary school?
Yeah, I went to Kendall College. It's one of the good, best culinary schools in the nation, second best behind Culinary Institute of America, which is in New York.
Really? How long was the schooling there?
I did a 4-year program, 2 years culinary, 2 years hospitality.
Excellent.
Very good.
Excellent.
I like the combination of all the ingredients.
it's delicious.
Too much mayonnaise?
The perfect amount of mayonnaise for me.
Good.
Yeah,
I
it
would
depends
hold
on each
back a
person.
little
Some people
bit,
want it more
right.
creamy. some
I think
people
the
want it
red
more
onion's a
crunchy.
good addition because a lot of them don't do that.
Good.
Don't do what?
Don't put in the
The
red,
red
onion.
onion and it has such a nice flavor.
You make it this exact same way at the restaurant?
In the restaurant, we do not add the red onion, however.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just
right.
same way minus the red onion.
Because I've had it at the restaurant, which tastes great, but the red onion does add flavor.
So maybe we should add
like
it to the recipe at the restaurant.
Maybe we
Yes.
should talk to Dad and add the onion to the
This
recipe
is the
at work.
kind of coleslaw I grew up with.
So, it is.
It is, and I'm not Greek.
And it didn't take much time.
Simple.
Oh, my God.
Very good.
Yeah, actually, it's a very quick dish.
So quick.
So what else? Why don't you guys give me an example? Like, what would you throw in, being a culinary teacher here? What would you add to it as to kind of flare it up?
I don't think it needs flair. This is exactly the
I
type
mean, would you
of.
add like some shrimp or some chicken or
Nope.
what do you eat? What do you eat it with?
Oh, I would have it as a side with hamburgers, barbecue.
I'm
I
thinking
think
like,
of-
why wouldn't it be spruced up and made into a larger salad? I've never thought about that.
Due to the
some type of
mayonnaise
chicken
content.
Huh?
Due
much
to the
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
Well, you can
You're hooked on that
still
mayonnaise.
eat the
aren't
mayonnaise
you?
a
Well,
little bit. Add some
This
pasta
is
to it,
lovely
maybe.
though. I was worried that it would be too much, but this is really a very nice flavor, and I don't usually use quite this much mayonnaise, so I think this is great. The vinegar is cut just a little bit with that sugar, so it's got a very nice flavor.
Yeah, the combo works well. I'm
Yes.
also seeing more that these are being put, the coleslaw is being put on sandwiches. And I've had that lately, and I didn't really think that combination worked, and it does. So I would actually try this with that too.
Actually, believe it or not, on the East Coast in New York, New Jersey, like putting coleslaw on top of hot dogs. I wouldn't think of that combination,
Yeah.
but
I've
It's
had
a
it on
new
pulled
style
pork and pulled chicken.
Yeah.
So that, and it definitely spruces that sandwich up.
Okay, well, it looks like it was a hit with everybody. We're going to go to break and get started on our next dish. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Pete Calvetti, and we're starting our second entree with Bill's Place. But first, to reintroduce our judging panel here, we have Mr. John Passarella, Mrs. Patty Farley, and Miss Rebecca Deeds. Hope not. So we're back with our celebrity chef Dimitri from Bill's Place, ready to start our second entree, which is, get this, tzatziki sauce. I said it right.
commonly referred to as Gyro Sauce.
Gyro sauce.
Oh,
I love
do we get to have the gyro with it, or?
No gyro. In Greece, we use this more as an appetizer as opposed to a sauce.
Okay.
So this is a simple dish. Everything we're making today is simple. All you need for this is some sour cream, a cucumber, a little fresh lemon, some garlic, some black pepper, and some olive oil. The olive oil is special because we bring it in from Greece. My
So
dad
it's-
has
okay.
olive trees there, so he makes his own olive oil,
Oh, nice.
and we bring it.
Do you sell that to the public then? that
No,
olive oil?
no, we do not. If you want, I could give you some.
I
We
think
can get
I
some
would
for
like.
Christmas this
Yes,
year, I think.
yes,
Exactly,
I think
exactly.
Wait, he's giving you, he's never offered that.
For you too, Mr.
And I've
Pascal,
been,
don't worry.
I'll even just take a look.
Sometimes you just have to ask.
He's trying to rope me in.
So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add the sour cream in the bowl.
Your dad has his own trees, olive trees.
Yeah, a bunch of trees.
How long has he had those?
There were years, because they were passed down from my grandfather,
Generation
his
to
grandfather.
Is there a name of the oil? Do you have a name for it? or-
No,
or
it's
is it-
just
I'm just saying, I didn't know.
regular olive oil.
He doesn't sell it at all.
No. I mean, we don't produce that much, just enough
The
for
restaurant.
ourselves.
Who cares for them while you're here?
I'm sorry?
Who cares for them while you're
My
here?
father has a couple sisters over there that they maintain it. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grate the cucumber. when you're doing it, you want to grate it on like a towel to like absorb the extra
Okay, the extra
moisture.
juices.
Yeah,
You do it with the skin on? You know,
yeah, with
More
the skin on.
more nutrition in it?
Yeah,
color.
of course.
Prettier.
I recommend washing it before.
Oh, for sure. And all of these have been washed.
And this is just a regular cucumber. It's not an English
it's
cucumber.
a
with the-
yeah,
so you like the seeds?
yeah. We'll put that aside. Pat it off. We'll add that.
Look at all that water.
Is this sauce just used for gyros?
I'm sorry.
Or gyros? Is this sauce just used for gyros, or do you guys use it for other things?
For us at the restaurant, it's just used as sauce on top of the gyro. Next thing, we're gonna add some garlic. Depending on how garlicky you like it, you can add more garlic. The smaller the chop on the garlic, the more garlic flavor it's gonna have. So you wanna kind of make it
Really?
really fine chopped.
Oh man.
How much of this do you guys make in a week?
We
At the
make
restaurant?
about 2 to 3 5-gallon buckets of it
A week?
a week. Yeah,
It's just used for the gyros?
just for the gyros,
Just
exactly.
for the gyros.
Well, like I said before, in Greece they used it as an appetizer. You dip bread in there, you dip your pita bread in there. You know, you put it on top of food. So I mean,
How long has your dad been over here in the restaurant business from Greece?
he's been in the restaurant business 30 years. We're at Bill's Place in our location now. We're there about 15 years. Prior to that, we were not too far away. We were there for another 10 years in
It was
Brookfield.
on 31st, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the one I went to since I was 13.
Exactly.
So we got the garlic, the cucumber, the sour cream. We'll add a little black pepper. We'll add
Famous
some
oil.
olive oil, and we'll give it a shot of lemon.
Lemon.
How many people can say they have their oil shipped from Greece?
From
Not
their
too
own
many.
From their own trees.
I will be able to soon when he gives me that
Not
oil.
from your own trees. You'd be lying if you say that they're his trees.
You're right. I didn't hear that.
So you can't say that.
You're right, but
Keep an eye on her, Pete.
I'm watching her.
Yeah.
So then we mix it up.
She was trying to steal my fork earlier, too. So.
How long does this last in the
Oh,
fridge?
okay.
Does this go like the same thing where we can make it a couple days in advance and it'll hold a while?
This
or-
will last about 7 days.
Oh, 7 days, okay.
7 days. If a little excess moisture rises to the top and it's watery, simply just pour it out and then just
Stir it back
just
up.
stir it back up. I mean, if you smell that, it smells a little garlicky.
Yes.
So the longer it sits in the fridge, the more stronger taste the garlic
More
is
it's
going to
gonna
have.
envelop the whole-
Yeah,
Too bad they don't have smell-o-vision out there.
sure.
Technology hasn't gotten to that point.
Can't they scratch their TV
You
screen?
can scratch your TV screen, but it's not going to do anything. It's a good point. We'll talk about that.
Scratch and
So
sniff.
that's pretty much mixed
great.
up. And
It's an
then
idea.
we'll start plating it.
Whoa,
Excuse me.
it's okay.
You don't make your own pita bread, do you?
No, we do not. Put in these little dishes. Pita bread is like the Spanish version of like a tortilla bread. It's a flat bread.
I notice each culture has like their own bread.
Yeah.
Whether it's Mexican or Greek,
Italian.
So we'll take some
Indian, non.
pita bread.
Basically, it's all served with meat and some kind of sauce.
Or used for dipping. Those are pockets, correct? The ones that obviously for
No,
the
the-
gyros?
I mean, they have the pockets that when you buy them, they're like this, and then you open them up.
Sure, sure.
But we use the flat ones, so then you take the pita, you put the gyro sauce, the onion, and then you wrap it up into like a sandwich.
Awesome.
Some people like the sauce on the side because it's messy. Other people like a lot of sauce on it because they just don't care. Me, I like a lot of sauce.
So you're saying I don't care because I like a lot of sauce?
All right, so we'll put it on the dish. We'll put the pita bread. This is typically how they serve it in Greece, like an appetizer.
Okay.
Ladies,
You?
you're welcome.
I just have to ask, could we use a low-fat sour cream?
You could
once
use
again?
a low fat.
Okay.
For those of us watching our diet.
Well, I just think sometimes when there's so many other flavors that are present
Ladies
in a dish,
first, give it a try. Tell us what you think.
that this is an easy way to cut
Oh,
some
for sure.
calories.
A variation.
Yeah.
So this is neat because, I mean, I eat a lot of tzatziki sauce. I'm going to say tzatziki sauce because you don't get to say that
No.
often, you know.
Tzatziki sauce. I mean, you get
But this is neat that it's pretty simple.
It's
People
simple.
can make this at home
Holy.
and put it on other things. I bet you this would be good on like chicken sandwiches and other things like that, you know.
It'll be good on, you know, fried eggplant, stuff like that.
Yeah. Very seldom used sauce.
Very good.
Miss Rebecca, what do you think about it?
I think it's very good. And if I was having it on a gyro, I'd have it exactly like this. But I think if I was having it like as something to dip in like this, I'd probably add a little more garlic.
More garlic? You like more garlic?
I would agree. I would agree.
Totally.
If you let it sit in the fridge,
Yeah.
you know, it'll pick up the flavor. Now, in 2 days, let's say, it'll taste way more garlicky because I put 5 cloves in there. So
That you just put in 5
yeah,
cloves?
so you'll be tasting a lot of garlic.
I can feel the garlic more after, you know,
I'm
kind of
just gonna
bites
keep-
you.
yeah.
Garlic,
on the
garlic,
way
what about
down.
you?
I'm going to keep eating it during the show.
You're gonna keep eating? That's a good sign then, right?
Yeah, totally. And I love garlic, so.
Excellent.
Hopefully you don't talk.
We have some extras here if you want.
Second.
My office staff may not like that.
Hopefully you don't talk face
Okay,
to face
well,
with anybody.
Mrs.
Another
Farley's in
hit
charge.
here. Another hit here with the tzatziki sauce for the last time. Thank you very much. And we're gonna go to break and start making our next meal. Hi, welcome back to Cook This. I'm your host, Pete Calvetti. Today we have Dimitri from Bill's Place, and we have a celebrity panel of judges here. So to introduce them again, he likes this. Mr. John Passarella.
How are you, Pete?
Mrs. Patty Farley.
Hi.
And Miss Rebecca Deeds.
Hello.
So again, we have Dimitri here from Bill's Place, and he is going to show us how to marinate some chicken breast and to build a salad after it's done being cooked. Take it over, Dimitri.
Thanks, Pete. Chicken, a lot of customers come in the restaurant saying, oh, how do you marinate it? It's so juicy, it's so good. And it's simple. So basically you just take the chicken breast, put it in a pan about that size. You want to lay it flat. Make sure when working with raw products, you don't want to cross-contaminate. You don't want to have the chicken fall on the cutting board and then cut your salad, because then you're eating raw. It's
Sure.
it's salmonella poisoning. Excuse me.
Yeah, you always want to be really careful with
So
the
right
chicken,
away, we're
keep it
done with that.
separate.
We set that aside,
Yeah,
making sure
get
we
it
don't
away.
use that same tong. So you lay it flat in the pan, and you add some oregano, some black pepper, some granulated or fresh garlic. At the restaurant, we use granulated garlic. Some fresh lemon. It's all right if the seeds fall in there, because when you're going to cook, you can just pick them off. And then some just regular vegetable oil.
It's not your.
No, it's
special-
not. It's not the olive oil. You just want to cover it.
Okay. Yeah, the expense is probably triple.
So you set that there. You set it in the fridge.
How long does that have to marinate for?
At least 8 hours.
Okay.
The longer it marinates, the more flavor that's penetrated the chicken, then the juicier and more tender it is.
Would you recommend covering that?
You could, of course, cover it with plastic before putting it in the fridge. And what I did, I took the liberty of cooking a chicken breast.
A fresh chicken breast for our panel.
Of course.
That's a good way to get to the judges.
You want to make sure that the internal temperature is at least 165. If you don't have
Personally?
if you with poultry, you want to make sure that it's cooked. If you don't have a thermometer handy at your house, simply just take the knife, cut it, and just make sure that it's not pink inside.
Okay.
But
if
make
it's
sure
pink-
the juices run clear.
Yeah, if it's pink inside, that means it has to be cooked longer. This looks good.
So, what do you use this chicken for at your restaurant?
We use it for quite a few things. We use it for our Greek chicken breast. Basically, we cook it, we cut it, we serve it over rice with a lemon oregano sauce.
Okay, nice.
We use it for a salad, regular chicken salad or a Greek salad with chicken. We use it for chicken fajita, which is onion, green pepper, tomato, chicken served on the pita bread.
Pita bread.
And then you could make that into a chicken gyro. You take this chicken, you cut it up in little strips, put it on the pita bread, add some of that tzatziki sauce
Tzatziki sauce.
with
One more
onions and
time.
tomatoes.
So that 5 times.
Got to say it
I
one
don't
more
think I
time.
can.
Tzatziki.
I bet you that would be good.
Yeah, it's
That would
good.
be
Chicken
very
pita.
good. I
It's
never
it's
thought
a little
to do
healthier
that.
than
Little
your,
healthier,
your
yeah.
regular gyros.
That's
So
fun.
to plate it, we'll just take 3 plates.
Do you and your father sit together and come up with some variations of what you offer? Is that how you come up with these, or is it just your dad and it's
I
both
mean,
of you?
the menu has been the same for a long time. It's hard to, we don't have really that much space,
Sure.
you know, to add a lot more menu items.
You've added the pizza over the
We
years.
added the
Is that something?
pizza, yeah. We added the ice cream parlor.
Sure.
We added. We started doing deliveries. So
nice.
so we're trying to expand a
You
little
guys
bit.
deliver now?
You've been
You,
delivering.
you
Because
didn't
I'm
know
always
that?
in there with my kid. I never knew
Right.
you delivered.
Oh,
Don't say that.
That's
No.
awesome.
he was teasing you.
That is awesome.
All right, for the lettuce, it's we use iceberg lettuce, romaine lettuce, carrots, and cabbage, and red cabbage, to give it the color.
Same person who's doing the lettuce, doing the cabbage, doing the tahiki sauce.
He's doing a lot of
He's
stuff.
just sitting in back
He's a
doing
prep guy.
that.
That's all he does. He makes our salad. He makes our tzatziki sauce. He'll make our coleslaw. He'll marinate the chicken breast.
Because you've had your chefs, your cooks, for years.
Yeah, and
Gotta be
surprisingly, in the fast food business, there's a lot of employee turnover.
For sure.
You're lucky to have them for 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
But we've been lucky to have them for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Your dad's a
been here
good
for
boss.
years, and
He must be.
That says something about the boss.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Employee retention is very
You know,
important.
that's better for us because if you come to the restaurant, you know the guy who's cooking your food.
Consistency.
He'll see you and he'll know that you like your gyros well done with the extra sauce on the side.
you're giving out my secret.
He'll know your daughter likes the 4-piece chicken all dark meat.
And how does she like her pasta?
She likes it with the sauce on the side. So
Chop the chicken here.
Great.
so
You're right.
I added onion, tomatoes, green peppers, and cucumbers.
That actually it looks great just looking at it,
Yeah.
aesthetically.
All right, so we'll take the chicken
Smoke it.
and we'll.
What ounce breast is that?
That's an 8-ounce breast.
8 ounce?
8
Wow,
ounce.
that's good size.
We use at the restaurant. We buy 8-ounce chicken breast. It's more expensive than buying unsized chicken breast. A lot of other fast food restaurants they'll buy random chicken breast in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
With that you have to trim it because it's for us we use 8 ounce. It's more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger the breast, the more tougher the meat is, and it's not as consistent as they should be.
Sure.
Yeah, it's more expensive, but you get the good end product.
Looks great.
And we sell
Okay,
about
that's
300 pounds a week.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Excellent. So let me try it.
And I have
Dessert
Ladies.
is served.
I have some of my homemade dressing over there.
Homemade dressing.
I can't tell you the recipe. That's that's one thing I can't
Does
tell
your dad tell you all the ingredients, or each of you have some of them?
you. No.
Like,
And of course, after you do something, you always want to make sure you clean up after yourself before you move on to the next dish. Otherwise, you're going to be working in a pile of a mess.
well, that's why I have a son. No, the kids are supposed to help with that, right?
Yeah, and
Supposed to.
that's why my dad has me on as a helper.
It's a culinary term, clean as you go.
Yeah.
Clean as you go.
Some onion breath this morning on some of these people. Onion and garlic you guys are going back to class with.
It's gonna be a rough day in the office.
That was a nice chicken breast. I like to see that. Because a lot of people just go the cheap route, get a little 3 or 4 ounce frozen stuff. That chicken breast looks good and fresh. Actually, you convinced me to possibly get a delivery today of like a chicken pita.
And the dressing is great. Tastes really good. Mm-hmm. Nice job.
Okay, final remarks. Why don't we start with the ladies again? Miss Rebecca on the salad. Okay, we'll skip Rebecca. We'll go to Miss Patty.
It's absolutely delicious. Nice blend of flavors, and the chicken pops.
Excellent, excellent. Mr.
Yeah,
Pastorella?
the same thing. The vegetables are very fresh. They're not soft. It's perfect. The chicken tastes great.
Okay, you ready for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like the dressing. I've never had like Italian dressing on a Greek salad, but I think it actually is very good. The one thing I might add though is probably like olives. I think olives would be
Now that you said that, I have
Oops.
black olives
There you go.
and feta cheese.
Oh, feta cheese.
Mr. Pastorella, I'm sorry
Oh.
if you would
Well,
like
Becky
some.
is an award winner
Ladies, I'll
at
pass
that out.
FCCLA, and she did a Greek salad. So
Okay, well, to wrap it up, thank you very much to our judges, to our panel of judges over here, our celebrity judges. Thank you very much to Mr. Dimitri from Bill's Place that delivers now. And I'm your host, Pete Calvetti, signing off until next week and our next meal.